An NYPD officer arrested for his alleged involvement in a drug ring on Long Island. Suffolk County investigators accuse Officer Joseph Recca of selling oxycodone pills. Tonight, the woman behind the start of this investigation spoke exclusively to Eyewitness News reporter Kristen Thorne. She is in Central Islip tonight. Kristen.
Jessica Bornshine said she would not rest until she found the person who may be responsible for her son's death. After Ryan Bornshine died of an overdose, his mother, Jessica Bornshine, fought to get his cell phone back from investigators. She knew there may be a clue on there. 5 months after his death, she got it.
And I read through it, and in 1 hour I knew.
Bornshine told Eyewitness News in an exclusive interview that she saw text messages with a Joseph Recca. She looked him up and found out that he was an NYPD officer. She alerted the NYPD. Investigators began running surveillance of Officer Recca and determined, they say, he was selling oxycodone pills along with 2 other men.
Well, I'm at the stage where I'm angry about everything, but especially angry that it's an officer.
Prosecutors say Recca would buy the drugs from Michael Sosa in Brentwood and then resell them to Michael Corbett in West Islip. Corbett would then sell them to buyers. Investigators yesterday seized more than 100 oxycodone pills from Corbett's home on Hunter Avenue.
We are still waiting for some lab reports to come back on the analysis of what we've seized in this investigation. We would not be surprised if this turns out to be fentanyl pressed pills.
Recca was arrested yesterday as he was leaving Sosa's house in Brentwood. Investigators say they found 100 oxycodone pills hidden in a compartment in Recca's dashboard.
No matter what position you hold in our community, we will hold you accountable if you violate the law.
Prosecutors have not yet determined if Recca supplied the drugs which killed Ryan Bornshine on September 3rd. Jessica Bornshine, though, is planning a wrongful death lawsuit against Recca.
As far as I'm concerned, Jessica's a hero not only to the memory of her son, but to all of us for doing what she did to stop this.
Bornshine is also planning a wrongful death lawsuit against the NYPD. Her attorney says they have some concerns that Recca may have used NYPD technology during some of these alleged drug sales. Recca pled not guilty to the charges. The judge ordered that he wear a GPS monitor until his next court date. He has been suspended without pay from the NYPD for 30 days for now.
A former NYPD officer pleaded guilty to manslaughter and other charges for selling fentanyl that caused a fatal overdose.
But the victim's family says his 5-year prison sentence is not enough. CBS 2's Jennifer McLogan was in Riverhead for the emotional proceeding.
Tears outside a Riverhead courtroom moments after the victim's mother broke down during emotional remarks to the man who provided the fatal overdose to her son while serving as an NYPD cop.
He hid behind a badge and at the same time was selling a weapon of mass destruction, fentanyl.
Fentanyl victim, 28-year-old Ryan Bornshine, grew up in West Babylon, attended Suffolk Community College, and then say prosecutors met Officer Joseph Recca.
What makes his case unique and particularly troubling is the fact that he was selling drugs while also serving as a police officer.
Ryan's parents and only siblings say the former cop has destroyed their family.
My brother was, he was the best. He was my best friend, you know. With your loved ones, take the time to, appreciate them.
A group of Long Island mothers who lost their children to opioid overdose stood in solidarity.
These children don't have a fighting chance with all this lethal stuff that they're doing.
And we have to go to the graveyard to visit our children, and it's an outrage.
The guilty plea to manslaughter, 5 years in prison.
The state legislature and the governor need to sign into law a death by dealer statute.
The bill would punish drug dealers, not drug users. Selling drugs and death results, the peddler would be held responsible and could be charged with murder.
And this is an epidemic. We're losing a whole generation because of this.
Recca's attorney claims he was a good cop by day, a bad cop by night.
He said to the judge, his last words were, "Put me where I belong, in jail."
Who knows how many people died before my son and after.
While still an officer, stashes of fentanyl tablets, thousands in cash, were found hidden in the dashboard of Recca's car, leading to his arrest. On Long Island, Jennifer McLogan, CBS 2 News.
Now, the defense told the judge the former officer turned to drug dealing when his mother got sick and lost her apartment.